Hi everybody, it's Miss Jane, and I'm back to do a story time with you again. I really like reading these stories to you. I like it better when we can be in the same room together, and we will again soon. But right now, this'll do for us. I had a question to ask you. Have you seen people wearing something that looks like this? Maybe theirs are patterned, or maybe they're white, but they're kind of funny looking, aren't they? But you know that the friends who are wearing those are the people who are helping keep us healthy and not sick. And so that's a good thing. So you shouldn't be afraid of them. You should be happy that they're wearing them. I made this one, and I've been making a few of them for my family and friends. And I kind of like this one because it has paddle ball rackets and paddle balls on it. And it also has some fancy little things that look like candy on the sides. So they're kind of fun. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that to you because some children I know are a little afraid of those. We are going to read books about bears today because I very much like bears. I mean, I don't really want to meet them in the woods, but I like stories about them for sure. This first one is called Don't Worry, Bear, and it's about a little bear who gets worried. Late one afternoon, a little bear found a caterpillar. Can you see the caterpillar on the branch there? Yeah. The caterpillar was hard at work. "What are you doing?" asked Bear. Let's find out. "I'm making a cocoon," said the caterpillar. "I'll stay inside for a while, but I promise you'll see me again." Oh, that sounds good. And Bear's kind of thinking about that. That night, Bear got worried. He came to check the cocoon. Caterpillar said, "Don't worry, Bear. I'm not afraid of the dark." So the caterpillar is inside this little nest that he's made for himself. Can you see it? It's tiny. Yeah, but he can still talk to Bear. Okay. He came again on a windy day, and Caterpillar said, "Don't worry, Bear. A little wind doesn't bother me." And there he is. He's still up there in the tree in his little cocoon. He came when it rained. Caterpillar said, "Don't worry, Bear. I'm not getting wet." And look, Bear has a little umbrella with him. And there's the caterpillar's cocoon, safe as always. He came when it got cold. And Caterpillar said, "Don't worry, Bear. I'm very warm and cozy." And Bear looks like he's wrapped himself in a blanket, doesn't he? To keep himself warm. Yeah. And he brought Mouse to the cocoon, and Mouse said, "Don't worry. I think Caterpillar's sleeping." He's in there, and it's not making any movement. But I think Mouse is right. I think the caterpillar is sleeping right now, because that's what they do in there. The little bear stopped worrying about Caterpillar until... Look, he came. And the little cocoon isn't there, is it? And he looks kind of worried again, doesn't he? Yeah. But it's okay. And Bear found the cocoon empty. And then he started worrying all over again. He found it. See it? Can you see it's on the ground? It fell from the tree, I guess. But don't you worry either, okay? While Bear was worrying, a beautiful silk moth fluttered by. Do you see this beautiful moth? It's very pretty. Yeah. Bear said, "Caterpillar is gone. I'm afraid I'll never see him again." Do you know where Caterpillar went? And the silk moth laughed. Oh, and he landed on Bear's paw. And he said, "Don't worry, Bear. I'm right here." Oh, that's what happened to the caterpillar. He became a moth. Oh, yes. Sometimes. Oh, that was the very end. So that's what happens. Did you know that? That when butterflies and moths come from caterpillars, and the caterpillars make a cocoon, and then they go to sleep for a while, and while they're sleeping, they become those animals, I guess, with wings. Butterflies are caterpillars. So when you see a butterfly or a moth this summer, maybe you can think about that book we read, and you can remember that it used to be a caterpillar. Some children don't like caterpillars, but I think they're very cool. All right, let's see. I was thinking of a song we could sing. Do you remember "If You're Happy and You Know It, Clap Your Hands"? I like that one. Let's do that, okay? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Clap, clap. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. Stomp, stomp. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. Stomp, stomp. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. Stomp, stomp. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Clap, clap, stomp, stomp, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Clap, clap, stomp, stomp, hooray! If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, do all three. Clap, clap, stomp, stomp, hooray! Oh, that was good. That was fun to do, wasn't it? All right, I have one more bear book for you. And this one is by Kevin Henkes, and it's called Old Bear. We saw a young bear in our first one, and now we have one about an older bear. This is the old bear. Okay. Looks like he's sleeping. By the time Old Bear fell asleep for the winter, it was snowing hard. Yeah, see all that snow coming down? Soon he was dreaming. Look at this. He dreamed that spring had come and he was a cub again. Do you know what a cub is? It's a baby bear or young bear, like the one in the other story. He was a cub. The flowers were as big as trees. Oh my goodness, look how big they look. And he took a nap in the giant pink crocus. There he is in the giant pink crocus. It is giant, because he's a pretty good-sized bear. Then he dreamed that it was summer, and the sun was a daisy, and the leaves were butterflies. He thought the sun looked like this daisy. Yeah. And part of the sky clouded over, and it rained blueberries. Well, that's silly, but that would be kind of cool if it rained blueberries. You could go out in the rain and eat. Yeah. Next, he dreamed of autumn. There's another name for autumn. Do you know what that is? It's called fall. And that's the time when the leaves start to turn and it starts to get a little colder after summer. Everything was yellow and orange and brown. Even the birds and the fish and the water, everything looked those kinds of colors. It's very pretty in autumn. And after that, you know what this is, don't you? Yeah. After that, he dreamed that winter was back and the world was covered in ice. and it was night, and the sky was blazing with stars of all colors, and the cold went on forever. Well, it sometimes feels that way, that the cold is never going to stop, but it does, doesn't it? We know that. We just got through that part. Old Bear slept and dreamed and dreamed and slept. Look, here he is. Oh, he looks very cozy and comfy, doesn't he? And he's having little dreams while he sleeps. Oh. When he finally woke up, it seemed to him that no time had passed since he had fallen asleep. It seemed to go pretty fast to him, but he was sleeping all that time, wasn't he? He yawned, and he stretched. Oh, look at him yawning. And he poked his head out of his den. Look, there he is, to see if it was still snowing. And he blinked, and he blinked again. What do you suppose that is? Look what he sees outside his den. Oh my goodness. And when Old Bear walked out into the beautiful spring day, it took him a minute to realize that he wasn't dreaming. Didn't it look a lot like his dream? It's so bright and pretty. No snow there, is there? And there he is. The end of our story. The end of Bear, right there. And he's going out to explore and see what's going on in the spring. That was very good listening. Good job, everybody. I really enjoyed reading to you today. I hope you liked our 2 bear books. And I hope to be reading to you quite a bit. We'll read every Monday, and then sometime soon, maybe we'll be back together to read. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.